Good morning, peoples. Hi. Okay. I think I'm good. I think I'm good. No, not create. Back. Join. We're joining a game. What color am I today? Am I blue? I'm feeling blue. Am I green with envy? Angry. Arr. Coward. Jess says I'm a coward. Oh. Wizard of the Oz? Is Yellow Coward there? Yeah, see? Yellow belly. See, yellow is a coward. What color is the brainless one? Dumb one? I don't know. I've had a week. I have had a crazy week. Okay, I've had a crazy week. Crazy month. Farmer Joe says crazy month. And she's right. Oh boy. I'm at home though. I slept in, that's why the stream is later. Because I got home 1 p.m. last night. 1 a.m. last night. 1 a.m. today morning. Yeah. Hey, Iron Thunder. The beginning of the week was okay. I didn't have much problems at the beginning of the week. And then Wednesday evening came. And everything went. No, no, no. Not Wednesday evening, was it? No, let's start Thursday morning. Wednesday evening was fine. I mean, air code came up on the truck and stuff that bleeped and swore at me and stuff like that on Tuesday and Wednesday. But it only came up for a couple of seconds and went away. On Tuesday, originally I was supposed to pick up my truck on Monday. That changed to Tuesday and then changed to Wednesday and then it changed to Thursday. So Thursday morning I'm supposed to go switch to my truck. That didn't work out. I went and dropped my truck or trailers at a spot I knew I could park them. Bobtailed to where I'm supposed to pick up my truck. And then sat there for 5 hours before they said, nope, you're not going to get your truck. We can't fix these air codes. Maybe your whole engine is busted. We don't know. Exactly. So, after sitting there for 5 hours, I took my Kenworth. My normal truck is International. Took this backup Kenworth, hooked them back to my trailers, and headed up the mountain. See if I could deliver Tuesday night, which it looked like I was going to be able to. They close at 11 p.m. I should be able to. Thursday, not Tuesday. Thursday. Sorry. Thursday night. I'm like, I'm going to make this delivery Thursday night. And then get loaded Friday morning and head home. And just as I pulled onto the Coquihalla, second corner, engine shuts off. There's a huge snowstorm. That's a good video, by the way. The snowstorm video coming up in 2 weeks. Good video. You guys enjoy that one. it did shut Vancouver down. I've never seen this much snow in Vancouver. So that took a long time, but as soon as I went up to Coquihalla, all of a sudden, no power steering, no lights, pitch black, in a snowstorm, going around a corner, holding on for dear life. If there had not been another car on the road in front of me, I would not have known where to aim the truck, and I would have been in the ditch upside down. And I had a hard time holding onto that steering wheel trying to get around that corner. And the lights only stayed off for a few seconds, and then they all flickered back on, and then I kept it, I had popped it in neutral and just let it coast. And I tried starting up. Eventually it started up, just beeping and binging and alarms everywhere. So I pulled over. Luckily there was cell service there. Called dispatch. And he just goes, I understand there's alarms and everything going off. I just hate the idea of you being on the Coquihalla. So if you could turn around and head back to Chilliwack and park it there for the night, and we'll figure something out in the morning. I'm like, yeah, I'm up for that. I am up for that. So that's what I did. Turned around, headed back to Chilliwack. But that wasn't the end. They wanted in the morning figure out what shop to bring it to. Chilliwack, we have a yard there. So I dropped my trailers off there Friday morning, and as I was pulling out from underneath the trailers, the truck killed itself again. So it took me a couple of seconds to start it up again. So I went and just parked it on the side yard there and turned the engine off and waited to find out where they wanted me to go to get the truck fixed. It's like, okay, drive to Langley, Kenworth, and we'll get in the shop there. Okay, jump in the truck. Nothing. Will not start up. After trying about 20 minutes, called dispatch and I'm like, I need a tow to Langley. Won't start up at all. Nothing. No lights, no nothing. There's nothing coming to the truck. So, got a tow to Langley. Sat there for many hours. A very, very comfortable waiting room. Nice reclining chairs, big TV. Big sofa, 2 workstations to set up your laptop, and free Wi-Fi. Really good trucker's lounge at Langley, Kenworth. And eventually they said it's going to be a couple of days before your truck's fixed. The main power cable going into the truck, into the cab, was malfunctioning. It's a cable the mechanic says, I've never seen this cable fail before, so obviously that means they don't have it in stock, and it's going to be a couple of days to get the part ordered. I let dispatch know, and then they go scrambling at the end of the day to try to find me a rental. They found me a Peterbilt. Went and hooked back onto my trailers and headed home. Boy, were those roads slippery at night and the evening. The whole way home was definitely a white knuckle hold onto the steering wheel drive. Not as enjoyable when you're a lot more tense, but as I was climbing out of Hope, check engine light came on the Peterbilt. It's like, you have got to be kidding me. I looked at it, looked on the visor what that light means. It just means bring your truck into a shop and next convenient. I'm like, okay, I'm driving. I'm just going for it. I'm driving. So the light's still on. I'm at home now. And honestly, I don't have the energy to go see if I can find a shop today to get a look at that light. I am so done with that week, so we'll worry about that light next week. If it ends up I have to go park on the side of a road for because the Peterbilt's broken down, so be it. I don't know. I must have the magic touch this month or last month. Everything I touch breaks down. It's been insane. Hey, on the bright side, by the time my truck gets out of the shop, the lease is almost over. So I should get a new truck soon. Just hibernate till April. So I'm in my 4th truck this year. And it's not my truck yet. Oh boy. What an end to last year and a beginning to this year. Got a feeling that grass just isn't loading properly yet. Yeah, a full month. It's been a full month of... No. It has been a full month of chaos. This year, yeah, this year's only half in, but last year it started mid December, right? So it's been a full month of just crazy weirdness. Can I jackknife it and make this turn? In real life, there's no way I could make this turn. This cab is a bit longer cab, so I can jackknife it further. Yeah, that's the point of no return there. I can't go any further than that in real life, so... In game, though, there's no risk of damage. So I am hitting the trailers against each other there. So yeah, in real life I would not be able to make that turn. So yeah, that's how my week's been. So this year I've driven 2 Kenworths and 2 Peterbilts. I haven't touched my international yet. Oh, yeah. Yeah, it was a crazy snowstorm. Oh man, that is going to be a good video. This isn't a place that doesn't get snow very often. A place that on a normal winter they will have snow for 3 days and it's all melted by then. After 3 days, all their snow melts. That's how much snow they get. And it started snowing last Friday, and it's still snowing. So it's been snowing for over a week. That is very highly irregular weather for them. And now they're going to get freezing rain, and then they're going to get into flooding. So it's going to be interesting. It's going to continue being interesting. Oh man, last night it was really windy. A couple of nights ago before that it was really windy. They are having crazy windstorms too. Yep. It's definitely been a month. It's been a month. And of course I loaded these trailers knowing I would have my truck back. So I loaded. My truck is heavier than the the Internationals are heavier than the Kenworths and Peterbilt. So I made sure I loaded the front of the trailers a little bit lighter, which means since I didn't get my truck, that my drive tires were way too light for driving over mountains in a snowstorm. So I was really spinning the tires on some places. I didn't have to chain up, but I was getting close. It was a little tricky. And this Peterbilt does not have great winter tires. I mean, they're really good name brand. The actual winter tires are really good, but they're about half worn down. So they don't have as much traction as the other trucks I've been driving. So it was a little tricky there for a while. This Peterbilt I'm driving right now is an automatic. So, that's my story. What's your story? What have you been up to? And no, you guys probably can't top my story, but I don't care. I'm interested in what you guys are doing. Iron Thunder, what are you up to? Aside at being angry at YouTube. Maybe I shouldn't bring that up. Too late. I don't know. Do you think I'm gonna be monetized when I hit 1,000 subscribers? I guess my content's very different, right? So, oh, Iron Thunder, share a link to your new YouTube channel. Share a link to your new YouTube channel. I'm gonna go check it out. Your gaming one. Get you some subscribers on that one. Hopefully it lets you as a moderator. You should be able to. It's empty right now. Oh, that's fine. No videos in there yet. You know, start putting some videos in there and then go on your other channel and make sure you advertise your other YouTube channel and try to get subscribers in that one, and hopefully you'll get monetized on that one. So you were saying something about you have to have commentary and to create your own content. Weird rules. I guess it's all copyright laws and stuff like that in the US. If YouTube was based out of Lithuania, I don't think we'd have any of these issues. Canada would still be a little... We still have a lot of laws here. It's not as strict as the US, but it would still be trickier. Even Mexico would be good. Of course, that means Canada and US might ban the site too. Who knows, right? If all of a sudden. Iron Thunder Gaming. Can I just click on that? Go to channel. There we go. Oh, did I just mess it up? I think I killed live chat. Let's get my live chat back. Hopefully I haven't run the combine off the field by the time I've done that. Whew, okay. Got my live chat back. There's a link. Cool. next time I click on that, I'm going to hit the control button first, open it in a separate window. Oh yeah, and my keyboard failed. There we go. Subscribed. Yeah, my keyboard was really wonky last weekend. It was doing weird stuff, so I unplugged it and plugged it back in, and then today only some keys on the keyboard would work. I mean, I used it a lot, so it's a couple of years old. So I guess I gotta get a new keyboard. I might try washing it out. It's a waterproof keyboard, so maybe I'll try washing it out and try plugging it in again, see if that fixes it. But I gotta go do this too. Oh, I was near the end of the field, wasn't I? Let's wait to do that. I'm gonna make Iron Thunder Gaming a moderator too. That way, if you're in chat over here, once you have videos on that channel, you can use that name and maybe get some subscribers from my channel. Oh, that was a bad move. You know, we can still fix this. No idea what videos to upload. Any. Whatever game you're playing right now, or whatever game you want to play, just upload. That's all I do. This is the game I want to play right now. So, and then talk to yourself. Put up a microphone and talk to yourself, which is really awkward, but you'll get used to it. And then don't watch your own videos. I can't go watch my own videos. Don't go watch your own videos. Just put them up there and ignore them. You don't have to go back and look at them. Just talk to yourself. Just what are you doing? And the gaming channel, you could also throw not just gaming videos up there. You could actually throw modding videos up there. When you're making mods, talk about what you're doing. Basically narrate everything you do. Imagine you're explaining everything to your little cousin. Or imagine you're trying to explain something to your dumb friend in school. I think I was that dumb friend to everyone. Your parents and grandparents just go into a room and start doing stuff and talking. Yeah, that can be. But to be honest, microphones don't pick up a lot of the background noise. And who cares? What's that? Yeah, you don't have to have live videos either. You could record them, and then edit them. And I don't know if you have a mute button on your microphone. Some way of muting the... If you're talking there or whatever, you just hit the mute button, let your parents and grandparents do what they want to go do, and then once they're gone, unmute yourself. You know, stuff like that. I don't know, just options. Ah, yeah. I have a fairly fancy headphone set someone gave me for a Christmas or a birthday, I can't remember. It's a Christmas. Yeah, it was really nice. It's a Corsair headphone set. Let's see if I can find it. You can mute through OBS. Yeah, this one's actually a mute button on it. High spell Corsair. Headphone. Yeah, right there. That's what I've got. Similar to that one, just doesn't have the fancy trim. There we go. Right, cool. Something like that. I don't know which one of those, but something like that. That's what I've got. And it's got a mute button right on the thing. It's kind of cool. If I need a cough, I just reach over and hit the button right over here on the back. There's a mute button, there's a volume right there. Flexible microphone. Such a nice headset. I like it a lot. And you use JBL earphones without the integrated mic. Yeah, I'm a huge fan of the integrated mic. And of course, the way I have the headphone set on my head is really weird. I only have one of the ear. One of the headphones is on my ear. The other one is is actually behind my ear on my head, and the microphone comes around my. That way, I can still hear Farmer Joe beside me. When there's no Farmer Joe beside me, I'm actually wearing the headphones properly, but it's comfortable, even without having one of them on my ear. Forecast is for sunny. Clouds are going to go away. Oh, you do the same thing, only one headphone in. That way, yeah. For you, if your mom all of a sudden is calling for you, you ignore her because you got both headphones in, all of a sudden you're in a lot of trouble, but something you could have avoided by just taking care of right away. Yeah. As soon as this field is done, we'll start seeding oilseed radish on here. Your new field? Bought another field, huh? Ah, 24. She's got 24. You should probably plow around the edge. I have a plow if you need to borrow one, but there is plowing needing around the edge. No. Um, don't create field if you don't want. You just you don't have to do. You don't have to make the field bigger if you don't want to. Just plow the edge away. No, no, that part would not want lime. That's part of the other field. Well, here I can take a look. Let's make sure. Let's remove the plowing. Oh yeah, it needs lime now anyway. So either way, it needs lime. I would ignore the lime part. Just plow the edge. I would honestly create field and make the field a little bit bigger, but that's completely your choice. In an hour, Formula E racing will start in Santiago. I don't think I've watched any Formula E. I think I enjoy all kinds of racing. I think I would enjoy some Formula E. I think Formula E is going to be a growing sport. It's going to get bigger and bigger and bigger. Yes, that field there is ready for harvest as well, but we're going to harvest this field, seed, oilseed radish, and then we'll go harvest that next field. I'm going to try breaking it up. No, it'll slowly break up, I think, because it took a while to get this harvesting done, so hopefully this field, oilseed radish grows on this field before I'm seeding the next field. That's what I'm hoping. Or as I'm seeding the second one, I'm hoping this one grows so I can go straight from oilseed radish to seeding the proper crop on here. Yeah, we'll see. Yeah, Formula E is a new sport. How long has it been around now? 6 years? 4 or 5 or 6 years? Oh, right. I was gonna make... Affirmative. Started in 2014. Yeah, so it's, I guess, a little over 5 years old. Okay, let's go back up here. There we go. Okay. Iron Thunder Gaming is now moderator. Tesla's going to go into Model E. That is awesome. Why not? It makes perfect sense for them. Yeah, Tesla in, like, it would be a no-brainer. Of course they should be in Formula E. I don't know how well they're going to do in Formula E because they have no experience racing, but why not? It's a good way of testing your new stuff. I have a feeling that their team will be very inconsistent because they're going to be throwing new stuff. Tesla has as soon as something fails, just right away go and throw new stuff in there. They don't. Their testing is by just doing it. So one week the car will probably be really good, and the next week it'll be crap, and it's like, okay, let's go switch it back to the other way, right? I don't know. Should be interesting. Because Tesla doesn't do a 2018 is this kind of model, a 2019 is this model. If in the middle of the year they go, hey, this way is better, they just go and change it on every car after that. It's just, the models are ever changing. It's just a smooth, slow transition. It's more like a time lapse of cars slowly changing as they figure things out. So it's different. I've never seen a different company do that before. Is that a good thing or bad thing? I don't know, but it is different. Same with the rockets. Not a single rocket they send up is the same because they go, hey, we figured this out for the next one. Let's go do this differently. Except for the ones that they're developing right now for manned flight, because NASA says that they can't change anything, so nothing big anyway. Elon said that they do change some small things with NASA's approval. I haven't watched their newest video of doing them that live abort video. I gotta go watch that yet. Oh, is that tomorrow? Okay. I thought that was done this week already. Okay, it's been delayed. Okay, that makes sense. Well, I thought it was this week. Like, I'm on the road, so I don't get to see this stuff, so I get to watch it online. So I'll have to watch it tomorrow. Maybe I can even watch it live. I don't know what time of day it is, but it should be a good show because the rocket booster, I think, is gonna blow up. Should be interesting. Because they're filling the whole thing with fuel. They want it to be the same weight as normal. They haven't put in the extra rockets and stuff like that they don't need, but they've made it the whole full weight, so they've loaded it with fuel. Even if they don't need all of that fuel, that's going to be a big boom if that thing goes up in a... I don't know, it should be pretty spectacular. 3 p.m. for your time, so yeah, I don't know what time it is here. I'll check it out after the video here and see if I can time it out to watch it. If I can't watch it live, I'll watch it the next day. Wow, I'm headed on the road tomorrow again, so I got home today morning at 1 a.m. and I'll be out on the road tomorrow. It doesn't feel right. No actual full days off. Feel like another short weekend. Too many of those recently. That's why I request a day off every now and then. There we go. We're getting there on this field. Quite a lineup of tractors there. Got some good equipment on this map. We're doing good. Gonna go get something to eat. Snowplow just drove by. Yeah, we got lots of snow outside. I had the same experience in Langley where I dropped off the trailers. It's like I'm pulling to that small little road. Oh boy, not plowed at all. I'm like, well, luckily I'm going downhill, so I'm going to park the trailers going downhill. I'm like, I sure hope I can back into these trailers again. So I actually, when I went and hooked onto the trailers, it's like nothing's plowed, and it was snowing while I was sitting there, and so it got even worse. So I pulled pretty far ahead. I know because I dropped those trailers with the truck I'm picking them up with. I know the fifth wheel is going to line up, so I just pulled up quite a bit ahead and locked all the lockers up and just backed in at a fairly good speed so it locked in. And I timed it out perfectly. It wasn't a violent hit or anything like that. It just was a nice click. It's like, okay, good, that worked. I'm not doing a tug test because I'm going to get stuck in there. So I hooked everything up, made sure the jaws were locked in, drove out to where it was plowed, and then did a tug test there. Like if I do a tug test right here where I picked it up, I am stuck. I'm not spinning these tires here. So I still did the tug test, I just did it around the corner where they had plowed the road. What's that? Yeah, just like that, and that gets rid of the needs plowing, just the edge like that. And I wouldn't bother liming that little edge until the whole field needs lime. Yeah. Yep, just plow that little edge. Orange will be enough for the evening. Last night I ate a lot of food because the truck I have now does not have a freezer, so I took all my freezer food, all of it, which was probably about, let me think, I think 9 chicken strips plus a bunch of little Tostito taco type of things. I had 5 of those, and I put them all into the food warmer I have. I'm like, well, all this food's going to go bad, so I'm just going to throw it all in the food warmer and make the food. I'll just eat whatever I feel like, and the rest will get thrown out because it's all going to go bad anyway. So, and then I started getting really tired, and I just left the food warmer on after I was eating, but because I was driving home so late, I got tired. I'm like, I know what helps me stay awake: eating. Okay, I'm going to start nibbling at the rest of this food that's been sitting in this food warmer for the last 2 hours. It wasn't dried out or anything. It was still really good. And I just kept eating and eating. I ate all of it. So much food. It was basically 2 full meals. So I was a little full by the time I got home, but it helps me stay wide awake eating. Okay, what do I have in my trailer? What are we harvesting? Soybean. Okay, so soybean. The price is going up. How far is it going to go up? Because it's a decent price right now. But if that's going to keep going up, okay, we'll throw it in storage for now. Just keep an eye on it. And then, of course, where I park the trucks at home here, I had to back into this big snowdrift. Oh, I had everything locked up, just backing straight into it. It's like, I hope I can get out of here tomorrow. So hopefully I'm not stuck there tomorrow. I pulled forward and backwards a couple of times, and try to pack it down a bit. And I also kept moving it every couple of minutes, because what happens is if you drive a big rig down the roads, the tires all get warm, and the second you pull over and park, those warm tires are now melting the snow under them, which means they make these nice little divots for the trailer to sit in and the truck to sit in. And when you're loaded that heavy, those little divots, when they refreeze, you are not moving that truck again. Well, you don't even have to wait for them to refreeze. I have pulled it out onto a shoulder, pulled out, stopped, jumped out, cleaned off my wipers, got back in the truck, and I was stuck. It had melted enough. So now, whenever I stop, I don't just jump out and clean the wipers or clean the lights. I stop, wait half a minute, move a little bit. Wait a minute, move a little bit. Wait 5 minutes, move a little bit more. And then by that time the tires have usually cooled off enough that they're no longer melting the divots in there again. Because you can get yourself stuck over something as simple as just stopping on snow. And it doesn't have to be big, thick. It can be an inch of snow. That's all it needs to be, an inch of snow, and you can be stuck on it. Man, did I see cars in the ditch. That snowstorm video I was talking about, you guys can start counting cars in that video. Holy smokes, were there cars in the ditch. I talked to the tow truck driver. He just goes, we're not allowed to remove them. He goes, the road conditions are so bad that the government will not allow, the Highway DOT, Department of Transport, will not allow them to pull the cars out of the ditch until the conditions get better. So yeah, they had to close the highway down on Tuesday because the roads were so bad that ambulance and fire trucks couldn't get to the car accidents and stuff. So it's like, close the road because we can't save anybody if there is an accident. It's like we can't get there. Oh. Yeah, Vancouver has these really, really tall buildings. The snow sticks on them, and then they slide off, and they they call them ice bombs because the ice. All of a sudden, these skyscrapers have these icicles that are like the size of basketballs or even bigger, coming down and hitting the sidewalk. And then bridges. Bridges have all this ice on top of them, and as you're driving over the bridge, all of a sudden you have a basketball coming through your windshield of solid ice. Not the one. There's a truck driver in serious condition because of the ice bomb. Yeah, shard of ice came right through the windshield and hit him. Came right through the driver's side window. Just cut right through the window. Yeah, so there's likely people going to die because of the ice bombs. It's over 140 ICBC claims, insurance claims because of cars getting hit by ice. 3,500 calls in one day from ice bombs. Crazy. Like I said, Vancouver's not used to this much snow. And when you have so much traffic, so many people, there's going to be a lot of incidents. Yeah, some crazy weather. But don't worry. Global warming doesn't exist. It's fake. The climate is definitely changing. Definitely. The climate is definitely changing. Coquihall's closed. It was getting slippery last night, so it makes sense that today morning it would be someone wiped out on it. Yep, climate change is happening. Climate change would happen without us polluting as much as we do, but humans change climate too. If an ice age comes and wipes out human civilization, don't worry, we got Elon Musk and we'll all move to space. And then as the new humans down here, the ones that survive, evolve through the Stone Ages again, they'll see us coming down. We'll be the aliens now. There. See? That's how our future of the world. That's what you wanted to say, Elon Musk, the survivor. Yeah, we'll be the Martians visiting the humans on Earth. I saw this bright light. They abducted me and did experiments. Meanwhile, we've just abducted them and given them vaccines so they can survive. Mm, cool. That's cool. That new bridge that they built in Vancouver, they've put in ice removing things on them. That's the cables. They can remove the ice from the cables. But somebody has to actually physically crawl up there to reset them. It's definitely interesting. I won't be able to make it out to the end there. The unloading pipe will be faced the wrong way, so we'll go around this way now. Oh, there's lots of cars going down the highway with way too much snow on them. It's like, clean off the car. Like, I can't clean the snow off the truck all of it, but I'll clean off the snow that I can. I can't get to the top of the load. It's not safe for me to crawl up there. But clean off the snow I can, which means I do have to clean off some snow off the truck before I get moving. The back trailer has huge buildup of snow on it, so I gotta clean that off before I hit the road again tomorrow. Yeah, yeah, Australia with the forest fires and well, bush fires, and it is insane. Towns are just completely wiped out, right? It's just like, I don't know, the people that don't believe the climate is changing, I guess just don't have their eyes open. Yeah, I guess their rainy season's coming. I didn't know they were getting snow out of the loop there. It's like, wait, I have money. Let's repay the debt. They got a 3-month dose of rain in just a few days. Wow. I mean, it's going to help the forest fires, I guess. But that's a lot of rain, which means all the roads, if you've ever watched any Australia road videos, the roads get so muddy. There's places that are impassable. You can't get to during rainy season. Just like up here in Canada during winter, snow season, we can't get to some communities. And the opposite is true. Some communities you can't get to in the summer. You can only get to them on ice roads in the winter. Which is going to be really interesting as the weather changes. These ice roads aren't lasting as long as they used to. So there will be communities in a lot of trouble if they don't have their regular access to the rest of the country. I don't know, the world is changing fast. That's the scary part, how fast it is changing. Slow changes, we can adapt to that. Animals can adapt to that. Fast changes are scary. Oh, on Tuesday before my truck shut off, in the crazy snowstorm, we were pretty much down to one lane. It's a 4-lane highway, but it was basically one lane going each way. It's a divided highway. And we were all in the left lane. Yeah, Nathaniel, I did break down again. We were all in the left lane, all follow the leader, behaving in the left lane, which means there's no passing on the left. It's just a shoulder and then a ditch. On the right lane, there's a lot of snow, like a foot of snow, but there's a lot of space on the right lane. This big 4-wheel drive pickup decides he's going to pass me on the left, halfway in the ditch. I'm like, are you not looking at the road, you dummy? I am in the left lane. You're going to be in the ditch. So I went as far right as I dared without going into that deep snow and wiping out my truck. And he passed me halfway in the ditch. After that, he followed the leader and stayed in front of me. I guess he realized it was a little too hectic doing something that stupid. And yes, I was in the horn big time as he was coming past me. I'm like, are you in that much of a rush to die? It's like, you're an idiot. Darwin Award. Yeah. Yeah, exactly, Iron Thunder. World changes, that's why Elon's building these rockets for survival, human survival. I need a grain cart. Yeah, I do need a grain cart. You're right, Nathaniel. Yeah, the Kenworth, the backup Kenworth that I was in, Nathaniel, broke down. I lost all power, lost my lights, my power steering, engine, everything shut off at night in a snowstorm, going around a corner on the Coquihalla. If you ever want your heart pumping, get some good adrenaline rush, that's it. That's definitely it right there. So now my International's in the shop, my backup Kenworth is in the shop, and I'm back into a different rental Peterbilt. So I am on my 4th truck this year, and I haven't even been in my normal truck yet. So hopefully I'll get my truck back soon. I was supposed to get it back this week, but that didn't happen. Because they're finding errors in it that they think the whole engine might be foobarred. They rebuilt the engine, and now they're going, well, we rebuilt the engine, and it seems like it's not working. So we might have to replace the whole engine. It's like, are you kidding me? Oh well, it is what it is. After a couple of seconds, the lights came back on, and it took me probably about half a minute before the engine started up again. So I did a U-turn on the Coquihalla. There's a U-turn route just a little way ahead of me. Did a U-turn and drove back to Chilliwack. And once I got back to Chilliwack, dropped off my trailers, the engine cut off again. So I went and parked on the side parking lot there and waited to see what dispatch, where they wanted me to go to get it repaired. And it wouldn't start up again. I had to get it towed to the shop. And they say a cable connection failed that they've never seen fail on a truck before. So, which means there's no spare parts for it. Yeah, that explains why it was shutting off and then all of a sudden it'd be fine again. It was just a short in the cable. Definitely a scary one going down the highway. Definitely scary. But I made it home. All things are good. So Jess is looking at some pictures on Bookface. Yeah. On Twitter, okay. Prince George has got a lot of snow too. DEF? Yeah. In this case, the DEF had nothing to do with it. But I'd say a lot of breakdowns are related to DEF. Yep, you're right. Yeah, that law has cost the industry millions of dollars. and they're finding it's not even doing that much to save fuel, to save pollution. It's not doing a lot to make the fuel cleaner. There's different ways of doing it that are actually making the fuel cleaner. So I don't know. I would say change the laws, get rid of DEF, and add the other things that apparently work better. What's that? Ah, don't worry about it. Yeah, Nathaniel, I got that from Pops. You'll see Pops jump in this chat every now and then. He always called it Bookface. He still does. I got it from him. I liked it, and I've done it quite often since then. Especially since I am dyslexic, it just suits me well. Oh man, we're almost done. Do some seating after that. Hmm. I haven't had any breakfast, but it's getting to lunchtime. A huge dinner I had, I think, is. I'm finally starting to get hungry. Yeah, I'm pretty good at that. I have my meals timed out. I know you could probably set a time on when I go, I'm hungry. Well, today, because I ate so much food yesterday, my clock is running a little behind. Yeah, Nathaniel, I did know that. That's why, if you ever run out of DEF on the highway and you're nowhere near a fuel station, uh, just dump water into it, and it'll be fine. Just regular water, and it doesn't burn it out like the other stuff does. But if you put regular water in it, it doesn't do the system any real harm. All you do is take a jug of water, dump it in there, and next time you get to a DEF station, top off a DEF again and keep going. I don't know what it would do to the system if you kept water in it all the time instead of having the urea in there as well, but I've never had to dump water in yet, but everybody always says that in emergency just take your water, dump it in there, and you can keep driving. What's that? Yeah, in the winter it would freeze up pretty easy. Yep. And and even DEF freezes up in the winter. Obvious reasons, it's water, right? That's why it freezes up. before I drop it, let's take a look at our prices. Still going up. Okay. I'm pretty much done streaming Iron Thunder. I'm gonna call it pretty quick here. This longer wheelbase of this truck definitely makes this corner a little harder than when I had the shorter wheelbase. I'm just having an internal battle right now. Do I buy the new seater? I think I could if I loaned. I guess I never shut that header down, did I? If I loaned some money, I could buy a bigger seater. I think I'll do that. Or tomorrow. I'll be on tomorrow morning too if you're around. Doing my regular laundry thing. Oh, don't park this yet. Let's repair it. Cool. Iron Thunder, I'll have to check out your video if once you start posting videos onto your new channel. I'll make sure I go visit them every now and then and thumbs up them. Try to get you some exposure on the Iron Thunder gaming. As soon as you have videos on there, feel free to use that account to chat in live chat here too, to get that name a little more advertising. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go buy the bigger seater. Why are you open? You're correct. Okay, I have an idea. Oops, I hit that one pallet. You know, this tractor is really slow. I'm bringing that back to the shop. Let's go use the oops, I'm moving pallets back there again. Got a little wider. Let's use the versatile, it's a quicker tractor. Well, I'm just hauling the stuff. This tractor should be fine at hauling the stuff, not seating, so this tractor should be able to pull it at a higher speed. just for transporting. That looks so funny having such a small tractor pulling something that big, but just transporting, it makes sense. In real life, a tractor like that would have no problem transporting something like this. You can go much higher speed like this. I could have actually attached the big rig to it. That would have been a better idea. And yes, you see that in real life in the prairies. Big rigs hauling big cedars. Should have gone the other way. This is a bit of a tight fit for this cedar. If I'm getting the bigger cedar, it'll be even tighter. That's weeds on field 2. Oh, and on 12. Sorry farmers, I can't help you out. I've got my own fields to deal with. Okay, where do I sell this? On the back? Right there, I think. And repair, yes. That was repaired, right? You don't necessarily have to buy a big bud for that. You could buy one of these other high-end tractors, like something like that or that. Any of those would probably do the trick better than the John Deere for that cedar that you have. Like the big Case IH, so you wouldn't have to buy the big bud, but if you want the big bud, you can. Yes, you could. Sell. Yes. Okay. I don't know how much money I'm going to need, but let's just borrow some and see if that's enough. I think we're going to go with the duals. I need to borrow a lot more money. Oh no. I don't have enough. I need like 1 grand. If you could borrow me 1 grand. I have the money, I can sell crops and stuff as soon as the price goes up, but yep, I got it. You know what? If I hadn't put the dualies on the other one, I would have had enough. Thanks for, thanks for borrowing me some money. How the heck am I going to attach that stuff together? Let's pull this out of the way. Oops. That thing's got a tight turning radius. I like it. There we go. Bring that contraption to the farm. This is insane for having a small little John Deere hauling something. Whoa, 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 what are you doing? Something glitched out there. I mean, I'll go sell some soybean and pay back some of the loan right away. I'll need to sell soybean just to fill this thing up with seed. Yep. That's a pretty good sized field. That's a big field, so you'll get some good money off that. Yeah, I'm minus $500,000. I think this will be worth the purchase. Now I definitely have to buy some more fields to make this thing worth the purchase. Whoa! Jackknifed again. Definitely too small of a tractor for this. Slow her down more around corners, I guess. The tractor bounces around a lot when you transition from plowing to cultivated area. It makes a lots of bouncing there. But even on cultivated, it definitely bounces around more. On the roads, it drives a lot smoother. As soon as you get on the cultivated stuff, it starts bouncing around. Whoop, whoop, slow her down, slow her down, slow her down. Get control. Whoa! I was nice and slow even. There's so much weight pushing it. As soon as I turn, it just wants to push it sideways. Actually, I'm not quite done with that, am I? Come on. Well, I think I'm going to take a break. We'll do some seeding a little bit later. Thanks for watching, guys. See you guys tomorrow morning.